Jeffrey of South Australia, and we joined their match during the first frame of the second game.
20 each. 29 pins the difference from the first game.
Brenton looks a fairly agitated player on the lane.
Yes, he's harnessing his nervous energy into concentration. He's got great concentration.
Yes, he mentioned earlier that he really needs to be nervous to perform well. So he certainly is under enormous pressure here this afternoon.
Yes, the Australian Masters title is a big one. He'd love to win it. He ran third last year in a good performance. Look at that. After picking up that difficult spare, he missed a relatively easy one.
You don't often see that, Bob.
No. No, when you're averaging 225, there's not much room to miss spares. That'll give Jeffrey a little bit of heart now. Let's see what he can do. Can't do much better than that.
No. He's thrilled with that one. He's a great competitor.
Yes, and he's working very hard. Sweating under the hot lights for the TV cameras. Hasn't phased his bowling. Look at that shot.
This is a class bowler. Bowlers like Gary make 10-pin bowling look easy.
Yes, both men only 24 years old. They're relatively newcomers into tournament bowling, and my word, they're performing superbly. Again, that 7th pin.
Yes, they're both under tremendous pressure. Of course, this is the second largest tournament of its kind in the country. It's a very prestigious tournament. And to win would mean a ticket to the Third World Games in Germany next year.
Yes, representing your country is the aim of many bowlers. Of course, with that at the back of your mind, it adds a lot of pressure to the moment. Well, now that was a good spare from Jeffrey. That's twice he's picked up that pin. It's the pin that Manning missed. And he's knocked back 12 pins of the 29 he was behind from the first game. The spares are very important in 10-pin bowling.
They can win games, Bob.
Yes. Ah, I don't believe that.
And it just dropped off the edge.
He thanked somebody then. He looked up in the sky.
And that is a confidence booster if ever I've seen one.
Yes, he'd love to add a good strike to that one. It's nice to get a lucky break. There's a lot of frustrating moments in bowling. You think you've done everything right, and for some reason all the pins don't fall over. Yet you do something wrong, and they do. Can he add one to that? Jeffrey's not watching. Down they go again.
Well, someone up there is looking after this man. Twice in a row.
No, he's allowed to smile with 2 shots like that. This was a better ball. This is a good ball. It's in the pocket. Look, it's light. The 5 pins over at the 10 and over.
What a result.
Oh, no.
Oh, probably the most difficult split of its, I'd say.
Poor old Buckets.
Yes, nicknamed Buckets. We don't quite know where Gary got that one from.
7-10 split. Wait for it. In fact, that's the only way to get that split, is to bounce the pin off the back and have it roll around and hit the other one. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. That was a bad break from Gary. The ball was more deserving of the 7-10 split. Let's see if he can come back. Oh, yes. That ball came from nowhere. He's throwing a very strong shot. A lot of force behind Gary Jeffrey. Look at that. Whips the strong arm through, and the ball hooking beautifully into the pocket there.
Yes, he's a big man, a lot of power behind that release. As we see
Manning uses
stepping up.
More a finesse game. Nice, solid style. Very balanced at the foul line. 3 strikes in a row. Well, after missing that single pin, Anna, he's come back with 3 strikes in a row, and that is the sign of a champion.
Certainly is, Bob.
Mixing
Brenton.
the pins around, good working ball. 78 apiece.
Yes, Brenton really moving that pressure back onto Jeffrey.
He's done this all day. He's been bowling since 8:30 this morning. They've been bowling for only 12 hours. Fantastic stuff.
A very determined competitor. Look at that.
Fantastic. 4 strikes in a row. Look at this solid at the foul line. That's great balance. And you don't see too many better strikes than that one. Gary needs to come back with a strike of his own. How's it look, Gary?
Well,
Nothing phases Gary Jeffrey.
this is really developing into a final now.
That's the scores in the 5th frame. Both bowlers having strikes in the 6th and the 7th frame. Gary's behind the 8 ball. He has to add strikes to that one he just bowled.
Can he come back with another one?
He needs it badly, and it looks pretty good. It looks very good.
Yes, a very placid competitor.
Great performance under intense pressure. Look at that shot.
And
Never
he
a
knew it.
chance.
He knew it all along.
Gary, of course, lost the South Pacific on TV only a few months ago to Australia's best bowler, Ian Bradford. He wouldn't like to lose another of the biggest titles in the game. Oh!
Amazing.
How do you
This
beat
man.
a guy that throws a ball like that?
He is
Look
really
at this shot.
performing.
Wow. Those pins just exploded. Now that is the mark of an excellent bowler. That's 5 strikes in a row.
It's a great, good, solid game this boy's playing. Not one mistake.
He's looking for his first big title. He's doing it in great style. Gritting the teeth. Oh, didn't make it that time.
Thinking about the task ahead. Not wanting to let Jeffrey back into this game.
It's an important spare. It's the 9th frame. An open frame now wouldn't be conducive to Manning's confidence.
Nice follow through. Picks off the spare easily.
It's a good spare. Keeping the pressure on Jeffrey. Now Jeffrey's got 3 strikes in a row. He has to keep going. He's a long way behind. Anything less than a strike will be fatal.
Can he do it?
Come on, buckets. Oh, dear. They call that the bucket. A bit of irony there, I think. That ball just not coming into the pocket. He wasn't as smooth as the previous deliveries. Bad omen. Oh, good spare. It's kept him alive. 163 in the 8th frame. 185 to Manning. I don't think he can do it, Anna. It's 50 pins behind, 1 frame to go. Needed that strike.
Leaves the 1 standing.
Well, Manning looks like he's going to take the Australian Masters, and what a deserving bowler he's been. 225 average for a complete day's performance.
Yes, 2 very, very tough competitors. It's been a long, long day for both.
Gary Jeffrey's averaged 219 himself. He's excellent bowling, and it would win any other tournament. He's run into his best friend, Brenton Manning, who hasn't been very kind to him.
No.
He's going to make a 202 if he can get a strike here, which is a good score. Not good enough.
And another strike just to complete that. Well done, Gary Jeffrey.
The crowd acknowledging a great fighting performance. That's 2 runner-ups now. Just a few months. He'll win a few before his day's over.
Yes. Still very, very young.
This man, Brenton Manning. It's all academic. Gary Jeffrey had 398 for the 2 games. And even if Manning misses this spare, he's a good 30 to 40 pins in front. And Brenton Manning's going to be the 1988 Australian Masters champion in his 4th year of bowling.
It's a tremendous achievement, Bob. And over they go again. The crowd very pleased, very deserving competitor.
24-year-old hairdresser from Adelaide. I don't think his wife's watching today. I don't think she's here, but won't she be happy?
Oh, she'll be thrilled. Tremendous achievement.
Yes,
for,
he's worked extremely hard, and this is a great reward for a great bowler. Last ball in the tournament, what a beauty, 222.
What a way to complete the tournament. Brenton Manning, the 1988 Australian Masters champion. The total score there, Bob?
447, 222 and 225. Excellent stuff to Jeffrey's 398.
And there he is with his wife. A tremendous result for this young champion from Adelaide.
Well done, Brenton. Well